Hello, everybody. This time I'd like to tell you a little bit about one of the most painful, excruciating, it can be, conditions that is often found amongst people on the spectrum and also among other groups of people, like those with ADHD and that sort of thing. It's something that not everybody has heard of. In fact, even people who have it don't actually necessarily know what it's called. So, what is it? It's called hyperacusis, and it means that some people are very, very sensitive to specific sounds. You all know, I would imagine, that people with autism, or many of them, can be very sensitive to some sounds. So they can actually hear things that you don't hear. They can pick up perhaps a sound from another room or overhear the other end of a telephone conversation that you're having. And that can mean, obviously, that you have to be quite careful if you're intending to talk about them. It's no good thinking that they're actually out of earshot, because out of your earshot may well not be out of their earshot. Hyperacusis is actually something slightly different. It means that the person is super sensitive to specific sounds, and those sounds are sounds they can't block out, and they're sounds which sound or seem much louder to them than they sound to you. So the sound of a toilet flush, a tissue being pulled out of a box, a clock ticking in the next door room, a fan that's actually got a little buzz which is non-existent to you, will be picked up by them. And those sounds can be very painful because they sound so loud. It's even, speaking from my own experience, the one thing that I found really difficult was actually a dog panting. I just couldn't stand being in the same room as a dog panting. Now, I haven't got autism. I've probably got ADHD or ADD, I don't know, and it doesn't really matter. But I did have hyperacusis, specifically for me, just in one ear, which obviously made it a lot easier than it does for many people who have those problems in both ears. But I can tell you, it is painful, very painful indeed. And it's why you'll find some children sitting like that or covering their ears. Don't ignore it. As I say, it is very painful for them. And one of the worst things that actually affects them, or very often affects them, is being at a meal table. Because what you will ignore, the sound of other people eating, to them actually sounds far more like, and boy, can that get on your nerves. Most of the research in this area has actually been done in relation to older people who've been developing tinnitus, because hyperacusis and tinnitus have a relationship. So you'll find some YouTube videos that actually explain what it feels like, and they may come from people older than your child, but do listen to what they say and take a look at them, because what they're saying is very relevant. It is a painful condition, and it's not something that just goes away by itself. Yes, the child may learn to cope with it. That doesn't mean that their life becomes less painful. It just means that they learn to block out everything that's going on around them so that they can avoid the particular sound that they are overly sensitive to. Some people tend to think it is misphonia, which is a dislike of some sounds, but actually it's far more than that. It's very painful indeed. So, how can you deal with that? There are certainly various programs that can help the child, but in the meantime, the top tips would be either use ear defenders when going out, because if the child is sensitive to specific sounds, neither you nor the child will know when those sounds are going to occur. So going out can be fraught with problems. So use ear defenders or even an iPod so that the child can listen to some music that they like, rather than having to be wary all the time that a sound is going to come along and hurt their ears. And that will at least stop them having to walk along with their hands or fingers in their ears. I hope that helps. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.